The music came from Ireland, Scotland, and England, in ships loaded with fine silks and farm tools. A sound carried thousands of miles across the Atlantic, embedded in the spirit of a population wanting a new life in a new world. Tunes called jigs and reels danced in long lines called country or Contra dances. Music played in castles for the most privileged classes of the British Isles, now echoed in the barns and town halls of New England. Euphoric, rhythmic dances that brought communities together are discovered by a new generation. Carried along by traveling musicians, including many former slaves living in the free states of New England, Contra music becomes the popular form of entertainment for the inheritors of the American Revolution. It spreads rapidly by ear and through published sheet music, and is embraced by all classes. Distracted by civil war and the increasingly popular minstrel shows and military bands, the public turns away from Contra music and dance. While quadrille bands in small towns continue to perform an occasional Contra tune from the past, by the 1880s, the music and accompanying dance is considered old-fashioned and oddly quaint. The jigs and reels of Contra music nearly fade away, kept glowing by country fiddlers like John Putnam, a barber in the town of Greenfield, Massachusetts, who plays at local dances for over 40 years, and John Langdon Britton, who brings music to the hill towns of New Hampshire. During the 1920s, more than 2 million cars are pushed off assembly lines each year. The new division of labor on the production line reflects the growing fragmentation of community life. Oddly enough, it is Henry Ford, the person most responsible for making Americans mobile, who attempts to return to his vision of the close-knit values of his rural roots. At age 60, Ford is known to play an enthusiastic version of Turkey in the Straw on his $75,000 Stradivarius. But his greatest passion is social dancing. Any group that wants a traditional country dance program will have it. Paid for by Henry Ford.
He was interested in reviving some of the old values of American rural life. He may have been saying, and I would hope that maybe he was saying, that those values are still applicable even in an industrial life.
The customs that sustained small New England towns for nearly 8 generations are unraveling. By the early 60s, the colossal reach of American superhighways and mass entertainment is reshaping communities everywhere. The simple pleasures of a local dance seem out of step with the rest of society. Dozens of dance halls close their doors, and those that continue see attendance drop to an all-time low.
By 1963, there was hardly any dances. It was a consumer product, and people got tired of it. Something else took its place.
Facing near extinction, the tradition of New England Contra music and dance is discovered by a new audience.
Barefoot, baggy clothes, long hair, beards, sack dresses, no bras. You know, and they just started flocking to the dances. The kids were rejecting a material kind of life, and the things that represented, part of which was consumerism, and the music and the dance fit right in with that. There was just a general protest against the establishment.
The revived interest in Contra dance music during the 70s inspires many musicians to learn the old tunes, write new ones, and expand the idiom of jigs and reels with an infusion of jazz, rock, and blues. For over 2.5 centuries, Contra music and dance have kept their power to create communities, woven together by fiddle and bow.
Thank this partner and find yourself another one.